everyone, Ross Bernhardt here at our CHARGED.fm studios in Dumbo, Brooklyn for another in-studio session. And with me today, I'm very happy to have Alexz Johnson.
Hello.
Thank you so much for being here and braving this next winter storm we have here in New York City. It's getting pretty nasty out there.
Thank you for having me.
So
there's snow
snow is coming through the door. You can't see it right now, but snow is not pouring, but leaking through our door.
We might never be able to leave.
So we might get snowed in. We're going to make the best of it.
Yeah.
So you're originally from Canada, in the Vancouver area,
yes.
But now you've relocated to Brooklyn, correct?
I did, yeah. I moved to Brooklyn, I guess 2.5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was living in Toronto at that time, and I just wanted to start touring. And I came to the States with no visa, and no hope of that happening, but just faith, and I just started going to shows and meeting musicians and just busting my ass since I've been here, and it's been back since.
How have you found Brooklyn? I mean, Brooklyn is its own kind of entity, but compared to life in Toronto, just kind of musically, or have you found it a different place? Just as far as influencing you in different ways, or?
Oh, I mean, it's hugely. It's not. I mean, as like visually. I mean, growing up in Vancouver, the ocean, Whistler, and scenically, it's beautiful there. But just the culture, and great restaurants, and really just this sense of community. Like I'll help you on your film projects if you can help me with my music stuff, kind of thing. I feel like you can get a lot of quality work done in Brooklyn, just based on who we are.
Right.
And that's kind of been the biggest thing. It's very different. Well, New York in general, I feel like it's just a very different vibe than Canada.
Cool. And so you're from an entertainment family. Sort of, there's a lot of entertainers. You have a lot of siblings that are in the entertainment field.
Yeah, people say that. I don't know where all these siblings are that are in the entertainment business.
Unless the internet must be wrong.
I'm gonna make up some things.
Yeah, but either way,
there's
there's a few.
Yeah.
Either way, but I mean, did that influence you from the start to have at least older siblings working there that influenced you to want to follow that kind of path, and you sort of knew right away that was where you wanted to go?
My brother Brendan, who I do a lot of my writing with, actually, I wrote American Dreamer with him. He lives in Toronto, and he started as a drummer. And I'm like 5 years younger than him, and he was drumming in a band. And I was writing my own stuff at that time, and we just started collaborating. And I think just us, being in the basement, middle-class family, on acreage, time to spare, we just started writing constantly, and just writing and writing. And I guess that kind of influenced me the most. I always sang, and I was actually approached by David Foster when I was really young to, I did some singing events with Michael Bublé, and I was approached to sing other songs, and I was like, I don't want to just be a singer singing other people's songs. Like, I have so much to say.
Yeah.
It's kind of an angsty kid, so I just started writing, and then from then on, I've just continued writing with him and growing, and I feel like I still have so much to learn as a writer. But it was a real gift, just growing up in that kind of upbringing. And my parents also really embraced that, which is cool.
And so then in the middle of that, you kind of stumble into this TV career when you're very young. How hard was it to sort of also focus on music while you're also doing that and try and find time for both? Even though, Instant Star was a very music-related show, but it seems like a lot of the stuff you do on your own is different in tenor from the type of music they were pushing on that show. So how difficult was it, or how challenging was it to sort of, find time for the stuff that what you were more focused on?
I think it's just positives and there's negatives.
Right.
I had come off of a Disney series I got, where I played a singer, and then I wanted to go back to high school and play basketball, and I wanted to date and have a normal life.
Yeah.
And then when Instant Star got offered to me, I was like, no, I don't want to do it. And my parents were like, you're crazy, you're going to be the lead of a Canadian show. And I said, only if I can write music with my brother. We want to write music for the show. So I'll do it if I can write her music. And then I was like, shit, now I'm writing music for a character that doesn't represent my sound at all. So I dyed my hair red.
I know, I was so disappointed to see that you're not really a redhead.
Oh, sorry.
But no, it's not kind of the challenge to kind of stick with, work on your own kind of stuff.
It was really tough. It's been hard. I had to that was 4 years of my life, and at that time I did a showcase in New York and signed with Capitol. And I started doing a record in London, and then major label shifts, and it never got seeing the light of day. And then I continued focusing on music at that time, signed with Epic Sony, and did a full record with Greg Wells in LA, and again, due to internal changes, it never got a release. And at that point, I hadn't acted for a couple of years, and I was like, no, I need to, like it's hard to balance both. And some fans will, you know, when are you going to do like a movie or do this and this? And it's like, to be honest, like to find the good roles and the great roles, I mean, you really have to put a lot of work into it. And equally to go on tours and to, you know, do anything in the music industry, you have to work your ass off. And I just feel like that's awesome if it comes easy, you know, but for me, my journey's just been based on quality stuff, and I want to get quality music out there, and I don't want things to come easy. You know, I want to feel like I've earned it, and that was the biggest thing. And I guess just coming from being on major labels to moving to Brooklyn to like, you know, being in that kind of
very independent.
Very independent, yeah, like just on my own and doing music videos on my own and launching Kickstarters and pledges to get my music out there. It's just been amazing because I feel like it's benefited my music so much.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask too about the PledgeMusic and the Kickstarter campaigns. I mean, what has your experience been using those to fund your guys? How have you found that to work for you?
It's been amazing. I think it's, you know, at the beginning it was kind of embarrassing because it's like, I don't really want to ask my fans for money to do my album, but then at the end of the day, it's an exchange, you know? Like you help me and you get product. That's a lot of work. You know, by yourself sending off 900 packages.
I know all the different rewards or perks that you have to do.
Yeah, totally. And like Skyping people and stuff like that, but it's totally worth it because you connect with your fans, and I feel like it shows like being able to meet them and feel them in the audience. They sing my lyrics, and I think it's a slower build, but I think it's just very authentic, and it's been a huge blessing. I did not expect to raise. I mean, when I asked for 30,000, I was like, I'm not gonna get it. And in the first day I got it, and I was like, this is a great platform though for like artists who've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
You know?
And especially since you come with sort of a fan base that you've garnered and you're super supportive of all that, and you really find, you know, just how tight of a community it really is when they're willing to, you know, help support that.
It's amazing, yeah, and it's been such a blessing in my career. And then the album, doing Pledge, has been amazing too, because I got to work with David Kahn on my record, and you want things to come out faster. And the thing too with these is that you get every email. So it's like, where's your album? We want it now. And it's like, okay, it's not like a science doing a full record, you know? But no, it's been amazing. It's been an amazing part of my journey in New York City, actually.
So then to kind of filter off that, this question actually comes from Twitter. Someone wants to know what were the... It's not that bad. It's not a weird Twitter question.
I'm either like super, like I wake up in the morning and I'm like, yes, like...
This is really nice.
This is really nice. In other words, I'm like, bullying.
Yeah. But what were the most challenging and vice versa rewarding parts of recording your new record post the Pledge Drive?
I guess the most challenging, would have to be keeping the fans updated on things as much as possible, even though there was nothing to really share. Like, here I am in the studio, but you forget that that can be interesting for people, like anything. So that was challenging, and also just collaborating in general with producers, I think, can be a challenge, especially I had such a strong vision of what I want to do. But you know, I picked David Kahn, Grammy winner, for a reason, to kind of like guide me. So yeah, that was challenging, but the whole process it's been amazing. Like the musicians I got to work with, Sean Pelton, and Jerry Barnes on bass, and it's just been, and JD Simo on guitar. It's been really just incredible, really amazing talent on the record. So I'm excited to get it out.
Nice, nice. And just in the material that I've listened to of yours, from Voodoo to then to Skipping Stones, it seems like your sound has grown and evolved a little bit between those records. How do you think you've evolved from the debut and then from the more recent projects that you put out now?
Yeah. I mean, Voodoo, I love the Voodoo album.
Yeah.
Like, that was really completely my heart at that time in my life. And you hope as an artist that you evolve and change. And since, I mean, after Voodoo, I had my heart broken, and that really, like, I think different songs came from that process, like Skipping Stone and Walking and stuff like that, and that was just very stripped down. And I think I needed to do that, and I needed to tour that, just because I had so much pain and I didn't know what to do with it, and I was like, I'm just going to, just fuck it, I'm just going to tour and write and share it with people, you know, and it was actually the most, I got so much affirmation, I guess is the word, or people really responded to that EP the most so far. So I guess that evolved, you know, just being a woman and growing and experiencing and being more honest with my lyrics. You start losing, I don't know, I guess I don't want music to be about ego. You know, I want it to be about being on the same level, and this is me, and I'm sharing this with you. So I hope that I can do that with this next record. It's been really important for me to keep it very, just real, you know.
Yeah. And so you're preparing to...
It's so cold.
It is, yeah. So we're going to wrap this up. Final question. I know, yeah. So you're getting ready to go to Europe to tour the new album. What else is coming for you?
Yes, I'm touring the EP.
Yeah.
So, because the album's not completely, I mean, it's at the ending stages, but to be honest, with the amount of support I've had from my fans, I really want to find a way to get the album out internationally, like in stores, physically, and take it to the next level. So I'm putting out an EP to represent the record, and I'm so proud of the EP. So I'll be playing those songs acoustic on the European tour, opening for Ron Pope and Wakey Wakey.
Nice.
So I'm stoked about that, and yeah, I'll be selling hard copies on the road, and the album should probably be out by summertime. And I'll do another tour.
And then more touring. Does it have a title yet, or is it still
I do
in
have a
flux?
title. Well, the EP is called Heart,
EP,
but I do have a title for the album, but it's hard because I'm kind of caught between two, so I'm not going to share it yet.
Right.
But I'll share it on Pledge first. Everything gets shared first on Pledge. So.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to hear that.
Awesome.
I'm looking forward to that. And best of luck on the European tour.
Thank you so much.
Alexz Johnson, everyone, thank you so much for coming in. Look out for the new album, look out for the tour, all of that great stuff, and keep up to date with her on Pledge.
Yes.
All that stuff, all the social networks.
Twitter,
Facebook, do it all. And so for Alexz Johnson, I'm Ross Bernhard. Thanks, everyone.